I'm really good at being bad at driving. I just own it at this point, you know? I actually found a way to get into an accident when my car is parked. It's pretty cool. And if you ever want to try that, all you have to do is go park in the Whole Foods parking lot in Santa Monica and Fairfax in LA. I don't know what your Whole Foods parking lots are like in this neck of the woods. Probably just a Shangri-La of empty spots and white people with dreadlocks or whatever, you know? But in LA, this one parking lot, it's like a Thunderdome of hate. It's full of moms that are just like mad from being paleo, you know? And I went there one day and I found a spot right next to one of these flat cars that looks like a Batmobile, like one of those cars that like you can't tell which side's the front, you know? I don't know a ton about automotive stuff, obviously, but if you have to be two-dimensional to get in your car, it's like, ooh, wow, you know? It's fancy. And I pulled in next to it and I hit, I assume his side mirror. I couldn't really tell what it was, a protrusion of some kind on his car with my door, and I was like, uh-oh, and I checked and I made sure and it was okay, all the Swarovski crystals were still on and everything. So I start, you know, walking into the store, and on instinct, I turned around and I noticed that the driver, is in his car on his laptop, you know, because he's Batman. And he's probably looking for crimes to solve, you know. Petty crimes, by the way. Have you noticed that? Batman only goes after, like, the mentally ill. And, like, petty thieves and shit. It's like Bane or the Joker, and he's like, I'm gonna clean up the scum of Gotham. And you're like, that's a heroin addict. He needs help. Like, maybe if you could invest in the mental health services with Wayne Enterprises, we could actually make some moves in this town and clean it up. Instead of just, like, ripping people a new asshole for stealing office supplies. Seems like you have some issues to deal with. But anyway, he's in his car, and I, like, peered at him, and he was waving at me, so I thought it was fine. So I just continue to walk in the store. And then he hops out of his car, and he's like, where the fuck are you going? I was like, whoa, calm down, sir. And he was like, don't tell me to calm down. Don't fucking tell me to calm down. You know how much I pay for this car every month? You wanna know how much I pay? $5,000 a month. And I was even more confused, because I was like, that sounds a lot like a not me problem, you know? It's like, oh my God, maybe he didn't even know about the side mirror, and he's just waiting for people to walk by, like, hey, I'm in over my head. Help me out. Help me consolidate. I didn't know what to do, because this guy's, like, getting in my face, you know? I mean, like, at this point, if we call the cops, what are they gonna do? They're gonna come up, there's no damage. They're gonna be like, I don't know, ma'am, procedure here is for you to punch him in the nuts? I don't know what to do with this situation.